Hey everybody, how you all doing? Hope you can all hear me alright. It's time to do something a bit more interesting, I think, than the other few streams we've done. We're going to open 1,000 Barrow chests in a row and find out what loot we get from them. So feel free to come and join me. We're on World 333. And if you feel you could stand down here for a little while, then come and join us. What else we got? We've got, as you can see down there across the bottom of the stream, I'm going to be listing everything we get it, everything as we get it. So I will be putting changing those figures down the bottom every 100 streams or something, and I'm not going to be giving away the stuff, I'm afraid, as much as you would love me to. That's not going to happen. Now, as a lot of you have probably wondering, is how we're going to do this. Now, as you can see in my inventory, we have a rotten potato, and that rotten potato is going to has a nice little command put on it, which Dan did for me, which will reset all the variables I need in order to keep looting it, and loads of people are beginning to turn up. Hey guys, lovely to see you here, which is cool. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be quite fantastic. The kill count we set it to is 11, which is the peak kill count you need, not 14 like a lot of people seem to think. It is in fact 11. And yes, so we will crack on with it, I guess. When I asked Dan to make this little tool for me to make me able to do this, he said, yeah, sure, no problem, we'll do that. And about an hour later he was swearing at me because it was not a very easy job for him to do, so lots of credit to Dan there for doing it, and I believe he's tuning in tonight, so if you're listening, Dan, thanks very much for sorting out the tool, and this is what you've made possible. So it's quite straightforward and simple. I click on that, it says reset Barrows. I click on the Barrows chest and attack something. Click on the Barrows chest, and the first one, Guthan's plate body. How about that? That's not bad for the first one. As you can see down the bottom of it, tells you how many times we have looted the chest. And first one is quite impressive, so we can just rattle through these quite easily. And it's quite simple and straightforward, as you can see. I've got myself a nice cup of tea to drink while I do this, because constantly talking for an hour makes your throat go dry. Everyone's laughing at that Guthan's plate. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes, I guess. Sometimes you can get something good on the first one, sometimes you can not get anything at all, which I guess is the way these things go. So, not bad. It's a good start. It's a good start. We go up to 10. Up to 10 so far. 11. Hopefully this will give you I mean, you guys seem to really enjoy this, which is fantastic. So hopefully this gives you a good indication of the sort of drop rates, I suppose you call them. So they're not drop-in, in fact, really, are they? But hopefully it will. So 15, and we've got plenty of runes coming in for only one Barrow's item so far. Let's crack on. So it doesn't take very long, as you can see. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Praise the potato. Who was that? That was player versus me. Yes, praise the potato. It is all knowing and all godlike. We like the potato. It is a great thing to do. And I've got the football on TV. It's quietly in the background, so if I suddenly start shouting, then you'll know that Liverpool will have scored. Ah, Guthan's spear. There we go. What are we up to? 23, and we've got 2 Barrows items. It's not going bad. Not going bad. We're doing good here. I think a lot of you came and, or some of you was mentioning when we were doing the streams about the medium clue scrolls. Some of you come along and said, well, actually, they don't look too good. They don't look like what would be worth doing them, because I don't seem to get much from them. So it actually gives us quite a bit of good information about just going mental. Good information about what you guys feel. Oh, there we go. Something else. We've got Carol's leather skirt to 28, so we're getting about 1 in 10 at the moment. So we're doing all right here. We're doing all right. So it's good fun. Good fun. Oh my God! Look, there's always 6,000 people watching. That's fantastic. Makes you feel quite nervous. I mean, when we first started streaming, I think the first amount of people we had turn up was 350 people watching. It was like, wow, that's brilliant. It's gone nuts. The biggest amount of people we ever had watching was, or one of the old school streams, was 7,800. So we were dropping the party hats first time round, and that went absolutely nuts, obviously. But it's quite fantastic. It'd be great if we could beat that today, but not worry about that too much. Loads of people watching, which is fantastic. I was going to say I would answer questions, but the chat is going so crazy at the moment. It's kind of difficult. If I see any good questions, then I will stick my nose in and answer them as I can. This is a bit more sedate than the chest scrolls, because that was the scroll chests, because they were very hard work. So we're 40 in, we've got 3 Barrows items. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's see if we can get another one. So Liverpool are winning 1-0 at the moment, which is good news. Who thinks they're going to win the league this year? Probably not. Man City seem to be the ones that are in pole position. Right, about one more and we're 50 in. There we go, so that's 50 in. That's not bad for 50, I suppose, is it? It's not terrible. Old interface toggle, yes. Well, in fact, last couple of days we've been interviewing a few people for the artist job, because in order to do the old interface, well, basically it's an interface so you can have this interface you have now, or the old scrolly interface. There's plenty of images out there that we can use, but we can't just reset it back to the old one because we have to add extra buttons. I mean, you can see there's all these extra buttons here we have to get in, so we need them properly made. We were talking to an artist today. Oh look, Gutham's helm, didn't even notice that. It's not terrible. We were completely forgotten what I was saying. What was I saying? Yes, we were talking about the interface. We were interviewing a couple of people for the artist job over the last few days, and we talked about whether they could do the interface work for us, and they both seemed quite able to. So that will hopefully, when we get this artist in place, we will start looking at getting this interface job done for you, because I know a lot of you would quite enjoy that, which is quite fantastic. You think about the Grand Exchange? Yes, in fact, next week you will see a survey go live. Remember the survey we did last year, which asked you what your priorities were? Well, we want to do that again, and so we're going to do that again, and you can have your say on what you think the important things are, and I do not doubt that the Grand Exchange will be right at the top of the list. So we will probably work on that quite soon. In fact, after the survey results come in, we've actually got some time booked so we can get away and plan all these things that you want planning. But I think that's going to be one of the key things to deliver, is what you guys is understanding what you guys is important for you guys, so we can actually make these plans and get them on track and working. And I would imagine that probably middle of April we will be talking to you about plans for the Grand Exchange and how that's going to work. And Liverpool are 2-0 up now. That's good. That's good. But I mean, the solution for the trading doesn't have to be GE, because you see in chat now a load of people saying yes, we want GE. No, we don't want GE. So the answer doesn't have to be the GE. We've got to understand what issues you are facing, what the solutions are for them, and the solution may not be the GE, but if you guys want somewhere where you can easily buy stuff, there may be better options out there for it. So we shall see that. Yes, somebody just said 11 kill counts. Yes, that's the optimal kill count you need. Now a lot of people say 14 is, but that's not the case. It is actually 11. So wow, we're going really dry here, aren't we? We got, was it 4 in the first 50 and then nothing in the next 30. Oh no, we did get Gutham's helm after about 55, didn't we? Okay, so let's keep going. Yabbering away like nobody's business, and not getting anywhere. Here we go. Dueling tournaments. Yeah, I'd love to do a tournament thing. That'd be great. I'd love to do a tournament thing which wasn't just dueling, but was clan tournaments or mini game tournaments, all sorts of things like that. The whole tournament system would be fantastic. The key thing for those though is we really need to be able to push it out to a website, which we can't do at the moment. So once we have the ability to push a lot of this information out to the website, and the website made so that we can do things like that, then we will love to push loads of stuff out for the website for you. For example, I need to click that first, don't I? For example, a whole load of adventurers logs. We're already starting to collect huge amounts of information on what you guys do and what you guys are doing in game, how many of the bosses you kill, that sort of thing. So we're collecting the information already, so that if ever we do get to a stage where we can have the developers blog or the adventurers blog out there, then you guys can you guys already have the information in there. We can just plug it all in, make it work, which I think is the right way to do things. Now we're getting close to 100. Yes, we are. And yes, it would be fun to do a drop party, certainly would. But I think we would probably upset a few players, because there is sort of an integrity issue here. Is if we start dropping items into game, then people will get upset, and quite rightly so. Which is why we're not going to do a drop party. Right, we go for the 100th. Something good on the 100th, please. No, all right, and fair enough. Okay, so let me update this thing down the bottom. So we have so far. We have Carol's skirt and almost a set of Guthans, which is not too shabby, is it? I'm quite happy about that. Just update the thing down the bottom. So we got one Guthan's helm. One. We've got Guthan's body. Yes, we have. We've got Guthan's spear. I suppose the aim of this, when I was talking to Dan about it earlier, the aim of this is to get a set of everything. That would be quite good. I think we'll probably get around 60 items, I reckon, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, Carol's skirt. That's the other thing I've got. Let's do that. I'm still alive. That's a bonus. Okay, we've done 100, and the reason I'm doing this scrolly thing across the bottom is I will have to use my bank at some point, and then nobody can easily see what I have got. So there we go. I should now update to show that I have stuff. Right, there we go. Should we do another 100? I think that's a good idea. Let's go. We've had nothing for almost 50 chests. I think 55 was our last piece of loot, wasn't it? So we're not doing too good there. Right, this is our 50th chest since we last received something, and we've got nothing again. Do check out those mind runes. Wow. Wow, loads of mind runes. Ton and a half of mind runes. Old version of dragons, zombies, etc. Well, we certainly can do that. I think. There we go. We got a Varric's flail. So after 109. So remember that number. 109. We can do all the old stuff. There's certainly nothing to stop us putting in the old graphics. Oh, another Guthan's helm. Sweet. Check that out. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. I think if we were to do it, it will be part of an event. I don't think it will be a permanent change, because I think although it's great to have some of the old models in there, I think it would. The newer models are better in most cases, I think. And I mean, we could, I suppose, do sort of a mini game type thing where you can go and fight the old monsters again in their old way. And that would be doable. And it depends what you guys want, really. I suppose if if you guys are desperate for these old things, then we can do them and put them in a way that you want. What else we got? Let's have a look what we got here. Hello Motley. I don't know who Motley is, but hello that. British people have bad breath apparently. Well, you know, probably. Are the resource spiners resource respawn timers against the rules? No, I wouldn't imagine they are. I mean, why would they be? It's a very odd question. I did see something. I know. I saw something on Reddit post about it. I think. And they did ask something. Basically, it's the same as looking at your watch, which obviously we're not going to ban people from looking at their watch. Very odd. Very odd. There we go. Can we have the court piece? I think we'd love to give you the court piece. We need somebody to make the court piece, which is why we're interviewing artists at the moment. Right, what we got now? Oh, that was a double one. That was Darrek's axe and Torag's legs. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Well done. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, and a D-med. See, look, we're doing all right now. We're doing all right now. Fantastic. Fantastic. Music while you wait. Seems that Sunderland are having a pretty good go at Liverpool at the moment, for anybody who's watching the football. That's one of the wonderful things about being able to do this from home. I get to put the football on TV, get a nice cup of tea, have the dog running around in the background trying to bark at things, and have lots of fun. It's a great job that I've got. Yes, it is. Right, let's go. Any more questions coming in? What about flowering? Will it ever get brought back? No, because it's against the rules, you see. When something's against the rules, it's usually against the rules for a good reason, and it can stay against the rules. So, yeah, you're not going to see flowering back anytime soon, I'm afraid. Soz and all that. Oh, another half key. You know, there's one thing, when I was playing with this tool just to make sure it worked, I got 2 lots of double half keys in a row, which was a bit odd. But there we go. It just shows how random some of this stuff is, really. Oh, look, we got Narim's hood, that is. We're doing alright, we're doing alright. Getting plenty of loot. So in the UK today, the schools were on strike. Some of the schools were on strike. So did any of you manage to get out of school for the day? So my kids are at home today. They thoroughly enjoyed a day off school. Can we have roulette in the thingy room? You see, there's a lot of people asking for stuff to be done to the Berthorpe's Games room, but sort of what do you want done in it, I suppose, is the question. And there's certain things we can and can't do. I mean, for example, one thing that Ash spoke about it a few weeks ago was we could give you sort of a chess game. We couldn't enforce the rules of the chess game, but we could give you the pieces and allow you to move them in any way that you liked. So you could have your own chess games, moderate them yourselves, as it were. So we could do that if you wanted it. But somebody wants my potato. Everybody wants my potato. My potato does wonderful stuff. You see, most people just throw rotten potatoes away, eh? Yes, they do. But no, not me. Not me. Ah, dear, look at this. We're doing good, we're doing good. Right, any more questions coming in? Somebody shouted Emily, so I guess Emily is Pro is in here somewhere. So hi if you are. Do you like Motley Crue? I can't say I am a fan of theirs. I'm trying to desperately think of a song. I'm sure I know a couple of songs they've done, but I'm terrible at remembering these things. So I'm sure they've done some good songs, but I just can't think of what any of them are. But I've never been very good at remembering this sort of thing. So I'll tell you what. I bet the Barrow's brothers have never seen it so busy, have they? Right, let's get in there, getting up to 200 now. Getting up to 200. Do 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 do. Any more questions coming in? Do your kids play RuneScape? No, they play one of our other games, or not one of our other games, but another game of similar sort of style on the internet, containing blocks of things, where one might say craft things or mine places. I can't remember what the game's called though. Oh dear. But I always found that playing other games is quite an essential part of my job in particular. But you know, any person who works for a computer games company job, understanding other games, because you could get so many great ideas from other games. I mean, we have a idea of how we want to deal with autotypers. Somebody was talking about it earlier before the stream. But one of the ways that we want to deal with autotypers is give everybody an autotype. Because the problem with autotypers is that it's the spam that really upset people. And there's a big, you know, sort of a huge difference between somebody who's botting and somebody who's using an autotyper. So one of the things that we think would work quite well would be we give everybody an autotyper that we create for them, and then we allow people to ignore anything sent by that autotyper. So because we're using the autotyper, we can monitor what comes in from it, and then if you've got a little tick button, you can just tick this button, all that spam will just disappear for you. There's a few challenges with that we need to overcome, but that will solve the problem of the spam that you see all the time. And oh dear, press that button. So it will solve the problem of you guys seeing the spam, you guys not being able to interact with the spam. There's all sorts of things we can do with it as well. And of course we'll need to give it all the functions that all the other autotypes have that people use it, and that will solve the autotyping problem for you guys. You know, click of a button. Ooh, look at that, new options. Right, anyway, let's press the right button this time. So I think that's a really good solution for that. And I can't remember what started me talking about that, but yeah, that answers whatever thing I started talking about ages ago, which I completely lost track of what it was. So there we go. That is that answered. Reset. Click. Oh, look at that. Keys galore. Keys galore. Keys galore. Yes, no, that was it. Yeah, I was talking about playing other games. Now that idea isn't my idea, as in I uniquely made it. I used to play a game called Star Wars Galaxies, which unfortunately no longer exists. And in there you could buy a little R2 unit, and it would sit there and it would spam anything out you wanted it to. And you know, when I started playing the game, I got quite annoyed by these people who were spamming out there. And I was thinking, oh, how do I stop that? And there was just a little tick button, just click it, and you never hear from these R2 units again. I was thinking that's perfect. Dealt with the problem once and for all. Okay, so 200 in. We're not looking too bad. I'm going to have to bank, I think. And something else that you guys actually don't have is a bank. Here we go. So my bank goes with me anywhere. It's like a mobile banking unit type thing. But before we do that, we need to update what we have. So what have we got? We have we have no Derek's at all, yeah, have we? Oh no, we got his axe. Let's do Derek's axe. So press the right keyboard, usually makes a difference. Derek's axe. We have one of those. We also have 2 Guthan's helms. Oh, we've got, is that Derek's? That's Torag's, isn't it? 2 Guthan's helms. We have 1 body. We have no Guthan skirts yet. Or we have 1 spear. We have Arim's hood. We have 1 of those. We have Torag's helm. We have 1 of you. But yes, this is exactly the reason why we have this thing down the bottom. is so that because I now have to bank this stuff to create some more inventory space, I need to keep a track of it, so anybody who's popping in can see exactly what we've done, has an idea. We have Varroc's Flail there, and we have a Medhelm, Dragon Medhelm. Boom, there we go. Right, so 200 in. Does the Ring of Wealth affect Barrows? I don't believe it does, no. In fact, I'm pretty sure it does. In fact, every time we talk about the Ring of Wealth, the overriding answer is the Ring of Wealth does nothing. So I wouldn't imagine it'll affect Barrows or anything of any use to any man or beast anywhere. Okay, so there we go. Right, so that's updated the little thing down the bottom. Right, let's bank some of this. Let's bank you, and you, and you, and you. Stick you together. Right, we've got to do Torags next. And then we'll do Carols, and then Ariams, Varroc's, Darroc's, and the head. There we go. And let's move all these up to the top. Yoink, 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 yoink. For those who are a bit late, we managed to get ourselves a Guthland's body on the first chest that we opened, and it's you can see down the bottom there what else we've got in the last 200 chests. So 194k cash. That's better than a kick in the teeth. Right, let's go. Let's do another 100. We can do it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do I enjoy RuneScape? Yes, I do. I have lots of fun with RuneScape. What's most enjoying about it is watching you guys enjoy RuneScape. That's what makes it all worthwhile. I think I saw somebody mention bank tabs. It's something that you guys have been asking for a large amount of time. It's something we've been working on. It's not a very easy thing to do. Now we think, hopefully, we're pretty much there for actually being able to do it. So hopefully we'll be able to poll it soon. Maybe in the next poll, in fact. So yeah, that would be good if we could do that, because I know you guys have been after it. Oh, it's Key Central here at the moment, isn't it? That's cool, that's cool. We're doing good. Yes, we are. I've still got 99 hit points as well. Oh, I'll get more teeth. See? Loads and loads of teeth. Free to play. Okay, let's talk free to play. So, free to play. A lot of people are asking for it. I don't want to click on you. I want to click on that. There we go, right. So yeah, a lot of people are asking for free to play. They have done since day one. We know that, so you guys know that. One of the things with free to play is when free to play comes, or if free to play is introduced, it will also bring in a lot of the bad areas of the internet. So we will also have a lot more botting going on, a lot more hijacking going on. We'll have a lot more item scamming and all that sort of thing will increase, so we need to make sure that the game's a safe place for you guys to play, and it's properly looked after, and we've got all the right protection in place to make sure that the scamming's dealt with and the hijacking's dealt with and the bots are dealt with. Once we're comfortable we've got those in place, then we'll start looking at free to play and talking to you more about free to play and how it can work, and because it doesn't have to be as it always has been in the past. We can again do it in any way, but we need to make sure before we do anything that bots are dealt with. The hijacking, you've got a JAG system in place. We've got wow, I'm rubbish on this one, aren't we? Look at this, what we're in. 30 in and nothing. God, I'm going to rage quit. That's what I'm going to do. Rage quit. This ain't good enough. Damn you, Giblix. Why are you being so mean to me? Game's broken. It's going to die unless you give me free stuff. Yeah, and on that note, stuff. So So yeah, so free to play, you know, no one's against it by any means, but we just need to make sure that the game is properly protected before we can do it. I mean, we never created Old School with the intention of doing free to play, which is why, you know, this stuff wasn't put in from day one. But obviously, it's been a lot bigger success than we ever expected it to be, so it's something we have to consider. But before we can consider it, we have to make sure that the game is going to survive it. All we got here, Verex plate skirts. There we are, 40 in to get a to get something. There we go. Get something good soon. Get something else good. That's what we need. So anybody else getting some good stuff while we're here, of course, feel free to do your own Barrows runs. And we're nearly a quarter of the way through. What time is it? 1:30. Oh man, it's going to be a long stream. I said to him today, it's like, yeah, I can route through this and no problem at all, but I just get too distracted talking to people, and it all goes Pete Tong from there, and everything takes twice as long as it should do, which is kind of what happens. So, any more questions? Can you drop your skirt for me? That's a bit personal. Oh, the Varrock skirt, you mean? No. I could drop it, I suppose, but nobody would actually see it because anything I drop doesn't appear to anybody else, so that wouldn't help you either, I'm afraid. What else we got? I'm taking all the loot, so no one else is getting anything. Oh dear. Sorry and all that. When can you expect free to play? Honestly, couldn't tell you. We need to make sure that we've got botting sorted first. I mean, like I said, we've got to make sure we've got all that stuff sorted. But it would be unfair to sort of even hazard a guess at a date. But we will, like I said, we've got to get stuff sorted and then figure out what we're going to do from there. Once we've got the stuff sorted, then we can move into the next stage of talking about it. But it could be that all our plans to get rid of bots and deal with bots will, you know, won't work. In which case, we've got to think about it again. So, you know, it will happen when it happens. Really, we can't rush it because it could be quite damaging to the game to rush it in and get it wrong. And you know, I think we've learnt from those mistakes in the past, certainly, and we don't want to do it again. So we want to make sure everything's right and everything's where it should be. So in this 100, am I only going to get one piece? Oh no, here we go. We've got Darrick's helm. There we go. We've got 2 pieces in 100. It's not bad going. I was expecting on average about 6 pieces per 100, but I think I'll be improved otherwise. Oh no, Sunderland have scored a goal. It's 2-1 now. It'll be a tense final 15 minutes at Anfield. Is RWT allowed? No, of course it's not. What am I doing? That one. It's already empty. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. You see, my streaming advice I took from a person called Alan Partridge, who's he's a character played by a comedian, and I mean, I'm sure many people in the UK know who he is, but for if you're not from the UK, you probably don't know who he is. He's very funny, and he always says the wrong thing. And the way he does it is, he said, you know, when you're on the radio, you can't have dead air. You can't have air with nothing in it. So you've got to keep constantly talking and fill spaces. And you know, the way he makes it funny is he fills those spaces with the wrong sort of stuff. And so I took some advice from him and thought, right, I've got to keep every sound going all the time so it doesn't go quiet. And fortunately, I don't tend to say the wrong stuff. I'm sure I could if I really wanted to, but I quite like doing this, so I'd like to keep doing it. It'd be quite good. I went quiet again. Alan Partridge Radio Norwich. Yeah, Alan Partridge is great. I watched the film the other day. It was hilarious. It was very good. Very good. So we're looking at 2 pieces in 100 here. I think It's not fair. All 3 pieces. There we go. Carol's leather skirt. We've already got one of those. Don't need another one. Right. Should we put some of these keys together as well? I think, shouldn't we? Have to pick up the pace. We'll be here all night. Yes, we will. Now, who's been listening to the RuneZone radio things that we do? We've been doing it every Thursday, it seems to be. We do some JMods on the radio for RuneZone radio, which it seems to go down quite well. Do you think maybe we should do one? Get some of the old school team in there to do some of these radio things. What do you reckon? That would be quite good. Good bit of fun. I'll share with you my musical tastes, which you probably wouldn't appreciate too much, but hey, there we go. So we are, what, 300 in? There we go, as you can see, 300 in. And I will update this thing down the bottom, and you can have a look at the thing scrolling across the bottom of the screen. That tells you how many we've got. I'm going to update it now to show the extras we have just received. And I will press the right keyboard. I've got multiple keyboards in front of me, and I'm pressing the wrong one every time. So we have a Darrick's helm, haven't we? That's a Darrick's helm, yep. So we have a Darrick's helm. We have Carol's skirt. I think we've already got one of those. That should be the second one. And we've got Varric's skirt as well. You know, considering they are the Barrow's brothers, one of them wears a robe, and 2 of them wear skirts. I am sure, is it 2 or 3 that wear skirt? We've got Carol's skirt, we've got Varric's skirt, we've got Arim's robe, and Guthan's skirt, so only 2 of them wear trousers. There we go. That's 6 brothers, 2 wear trousers. There we go. Right, so, back to the grind. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get some more. Yes, we want lots of exciting loot this time. We're going to go quicker this time. Yes, we are. We're going to get some good stuff. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be our best 100 yet. We're going to get 16 pieces, and it's going to be really cool and stuff. We can hope. If I say it with enough conviction, it will be true. That's what I say. That's what I say. My wife is writing things down on a pad. It says bubble bath. So I guess we're out of bubble bath. I can make my own bubbles in the bath though. Oh dear. So we're 20 in. Oh, here we go. We got, what's that? Another Guthan's plate body. It'd be quite good if somebody can keep track of actually how much money we're making from this, because that would be quite impressive to know that. That would be quite fun. Oh, we nearly got 86,668 mind runes. We got, was it a Guthan's helm again? So that's our 3rd Guthan's helm. So we're doing alright, we're doing alright. So we've got chewed bones to do after this, and we've got easy clues caskets to do. I suppose the next question, is what do we do after that? Is there anything else you particularly would like to see? Because we can obviously do these things a bit easier. I mean, maybe we should do, I don't know. Don't know, but yeah, let us know if there's anything else you want us to do, because I'm more than happy to do this, and it's incredibly good fun. You guys obviously enjoy it, so it's well worth our time doing it. And so please do let us know if there are things you would... Oh my god, I'm going to fill up the inventory again soon. If you want us to do. What other questions we've got coming in? Loot from 1,000 cows. 100 PK sets. 1,000 of every boss. Oh, I get insta-kill. That wouldn't be overpowered at all, would it? Insta-kill? Yeah, I can do that. Can do that. 1,000 armadillo bosses, 1,000 squid of fortunes. Yeah, that's going to happen. 1,000 herb boxes. That's an interesting one. Yeah, yeah, we could do that. There's all sorts. Yeah, I'll tell you what, somebody needs to make a thread on the forums. You can all stick your ideas in there and we can go through them all. And I just got another Guthan's plate. Sweet. Sweet as a nut. Oop. See, I told you this will be a good 100. And you didn't believe me, did you? Come on, honestly. Who believed me this was going to be a good 100? There's Carol's leather top. Doing good, guys. Doing good. Doing good indeed. What else have we got in here? We've got 12,000 blood runes. We've got 37,000 chaos runes. 23,000 death runes. Oop, wrong button. Yeah. It's a nice bit of loot. Nice bit of loot. Them runes all help. Running out of space as well. My inventory. Check that out. All these key hearts. Another D-med. It's about 20 GP, isn't it, these days? Oh, another D-med. Look at that. I think as we're in a lucky phase right now, I'm going to write down 6 numbers and use them as my lottery numbers for this week. Don't know why I'm singing the rainbow theme tune. Oh, I do know why I'm singing the rainbow theme tune, because I was as I talked about it on the radio this morning. I had to speak to my friends about what rainbow was, and sorry, my oh, there we go. I think we've got a full carol set now. And I haven't got the coif yet, have we? I had to speak to my children about rainbow, and they didn't know what it was. There we go. 1,000 dragon implings. You're gonna have to bank the keys next time. Yeah, I think you're right. I will have to. I think I'll have to add it to my list of things scrolling across the bottom of the stream. See, this is a good one. This 100 is, isn't it? What we've got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of barrows and 2 dragon meds. I think that's pretty good for 100. Hopefully we'll get another one as well. Then we'll be well minted. Made bank. So we will. Ba 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 ba. Yes, yeah, a few people saying why 11. 11 is the optimum. Some people believe it is 14. It's not true. It's 11 is as good as 14 is. Oh, look at this. We've got another Darrock's helm, haven't we? That's alright. That's alright. We've got 105,000 mind runes now. And a third one. I'm going to have to bank stuff, aren't I? Oh man, look at this. I have to bank early. Right, what I'll do is I will update this. So far we have another Darrock's helm. I'm going to update the numbers across the bottom before I bank it, otherwise I'll lose track of what we've got. And we don't want that to happen because that would be bad. So we have another Darrock's helm. We have no more Darrock's items there, do we? We have loads of Guthans coming through, haven't we? We got another Guthan's Helms, that's 3 in total. We have 2 Guthan's bodies, that's 3 Guthan's bodies in total. And I think that was it for Guthans, wasn't it? We have no Arims in there, but we do have no Torags either. Get in there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We've got Carol's crossbow and a Carol's top. Carol's crossbow. 3 more dragon meds. That's 3 of those. I'm going to put some keys in here as well. Keys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 keys. There we go. So let's update the scrolly thing across the bottom. Oh, almost. And this still needs to do the amount we've done. Let's do 400. There we go. Right, and then we use Magic Bank of Bankness. Bank menu, opens the bank. And let's pop you lot in. What's it all? Yoink, God, I love your mobile bank. Right, let's get this last lot done for this 400. And nearly there. Nearly there. Daddy, oh, another crossbow. Another crossbow. That's good. So 400 in, and you can see what we've got. Absolute ton of stuff. Old school themed forums for the Old School website. Yes, love to do that. A lot of work needs to go on there, and so we will. But I think it's something we will probably look towards doing, certainly. But yes, as you can see, 400 we've done. You can see the loot scrolling across the bottom there. We also have a Carol's crossbow there, and all these stuff up here. We've got 12,000 bolt racks. We've got 13,000 blood runes, 26,000 death runes, 42,000 chaos runes, 108,000 mine runes, 392k in cash bonus. Let's go to 500, and I'll press the right button. That was a lot more impressive than I made it sound. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to get to 500. We're going to do this one really quickly. Ah, we got another flail. That's our second flail, I believe. Let's go. We can rocket down these as we can. Another med helm. It's our 5th med helm. We're doing good on that. Apparently Samuel Turner says the game hates him. If you have the luck that I have normally with drops, I'll tell you now that I get the best stuff on my JMod, and whenever I play on my normal account, not a chance of getting anything even remotely interesting. It's sucks, but there we go. That's the way it always goes. And the worst thing is when you're testing content, and John will tell you this a lot, it's really frustrating when you get a rare drop when you're testing content, because you know it's never going to happen on your on the live game. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Is Orion allowed? Orion is allowed. We're not going to ban anyone for using Orion. We won't recommend you use it, because obviously we can only recommend you use the official clients. Guthan's chain skirt. I think we've got one of those already as well. But that's good. Certainly won't turn our nose up at it. So yeah, you can use Orion, you're more than welcome to. We can't say whether it's safe or not, because obviously it's not in our control, it's not an official client, so we can't sort of recommend it, as it were. But you're more than welcome to use it. We're not going to ban you for using it. You know, you have to be aware of safety issues and what have you, but you're all savvy enough to make your own decisions on that sort of thing. So there we go. Any other questions coming in? Pronounce Ardoin. It's Ardoin. In fact, I believe on the wiki somewhere there is a list of common place names and the pronunciation as well. So I think it's all listed on there somewhere. I can't remember where. I'm sure it is. Bring back declaws. We certainly can bring back declaws. I don't think the community particularly want declaws, but we certainly can do it. There's no reason why we can't. And it looks like Liverpool have won 2-1 in the end, so yes, that's good. It's another 3 points. We've got Tottenham at the weekend, which is going to be quite a tense game. We're getting to the end of the season now, and Liverpool are a lot higher up than they expected to be. And yeah, little tense now. But anyway, that's by the by. Yeah, like I said, we can do declaws. Well, another med helm. That's our 7th. Can do declaws, but I don't think the community particularly want them, and it's the community that decide what we work on. So can do it, but I don't think you're going to see them anytime soon. We could do declaws and sort of do something else with the special attacks. I don't think it's the dragon claws people didn't like. I think it was the special attack for them. But we can do what you think is the right thing to do. What else we got? Resizable screen. Well, the resizable screen question is very difficult to do resizable screens. How it used to be, where the actual game window size changed, and the resolution stayed the same. What we are looking at the possibility of doing, again, this is something we need to sort of look into a bit deeper. What we're looking at the possibility of doing is being able to give you a client where you can zoom into the game window, so you can actually make the game window bigger, and your client will get bigger. And it's doing the same as you would do when you change the resolution on your computer screen to make it bigger. But it will do it inside a client, so you're not playing with that resolution. It won't open up any more of the game window for you, but it will just make it bigger for you to play with. That's something that we believe is quite possible, and I think you guys will probably quite enjoy that. It's the closest we're going to get without having a whole army of developers and artists doing what they did last time. So how we are? We're nearly an hour in, and I count to 500. Yes, we are. We can do this. We can do this. Let's get this 500 done, and we can say we're halfway there. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 478. If I want to fill the air, I could just. Somebody is saying, "Look at my name." I can imagine that it's probably either an incredibly offensive name, or it's something which I probably don't want to look at anyway. Should we see? Oh, I see where you're going with that. I think we've covered that already. I should have a little tick box on the side of the stream that says what subjects we've covered already. 487. It's not terrible, is it? What we got? We've got 3 pieces of barrows and a couple of med helms, a couple of keys. It's not bad, I suppose. It could be worse. Could be worse. Of course, all the runes and stuff to go with that. Oh, another bit of key. Right, it should be the 500th. Yeah, look at that. That's a 500 in. Let's update this down the bottom, shall we? Okay. Let's have a look. So we have, on top of this lot, we have some Guthan's chain legs there, don't we? Yep. Okay. Again, I'm pressing the wrong keyboard, so who knows what's happening there. Okay, so we've got a Guthan skirt. And now it looks like we have a full set of Guthans. Woo! Check that out. Check that out. We have, running through here, we have, what's this? This is Varroc's Flail. So we have 2 of those now. And Carol's Crossbow. We have 2 of those now as well. We have 6 med helms, 10 keys. There we go. Right, and let's open the bank and pop this lot in the bank. Bank menu, open the bank. I've got 10 keys. 10 keys, did I get that right? I can't remember. Who knows? Right, let's do another 100. Let's do it. Let's do it. We need some Torags we don't have. Lots of Torags yet. Yeah, well, we've got a Carol's Course. We've now got a full set of Carols. We're doing alright there. We're doing alright. I want by the end of this to have a full set of everything. That would make it worthwhile, I think. So that'd be good. That'd be good. Yoink. 10 keys. D-Med Helm. That's all good. Having a look at questions coming through. There's not a huge amount of questions coming through. I can't have answered everything already, can I? Add Livid Farm again. Yeah, we can add Livid Farm if the community wants it again. Well, the way to look at any sort of ideas from suggestions for content updates is I mean, anything you want added, we can add anything we want. You know, there's no such word as impossible. There's some things which are very impractical and would, you know, take a large amount of time to do, so you know that might not be something we want to spend that time doing, but you know, effectively we can do anything you want. What we can do, or rather what we have to decide what we do is based on what you guys think is most important. So for example, there's 4 of us working on Old School. If we could offer everything at once we could do, but 4 people just can't do that. Torag's hammers, see, it heard me. I told it I needed more Torag stuff. So yes, we can make it, but you know, we've got to really be focused on what's important for you guys, which is why you know, we do things like the surveys to find out what's important to you, to make sure we're still on track and we still, you know, we still sort of have your best ideas at heart. So we can do Livid Farm, and if it's the biggest thing that the community want, yeah, we'll do it. But I think, you know, Livid Farm is going to sit behind the trading solution. It's going to sit behind Clan Wars, Bounty Hunter, the achievement diaries, the revamp of the clue scrolls. What else? And probably other stuff as well. So I don't think you're really going to see Livid Farm anytime soon. Of course, you know, if we're completely wrong and suddenly Livid Farm is the most important thing the community want, then we will sit there and start working on it. That's absolutely no problem at all. But I don't think that's where we're at. Now, I did see somebody in the chat say hire more JMods. That would be good. I mean, it would be good to hire more JMods. That would be quite a fun thing to say. Someone asked me to say tea time. I don't know why, but there you go. But it's not always as simple as that. Obviously, any business has to run within its operating structure. So it's not always a case of just getting more staff. And also, the more staff we have, you know, the more difficult things get to manage. What's really good for us and what works really well for us is we're something that within the industry we call agile. We're very agile in what we do. We can do stuff very quickly and easily, and you know, we can cut through all the red tape that big teams need to make work, and be able to deliver a lot of updates really easily, really quickly, and really focused, and you know, we can deliver what you want really easily. So if we have lots of people working on Old School, then we'll lose that and things will slow down. We'll then have to have layers of management to make sure the right decisions are being made at the right times to the right people, and then it sort of all gets a bit more complicated. And you know, we really enjoy the way we're working at the moment, and we think the, you know, the output of what we're putting out is huge. You know, it's what we're able to deliver to you guys is you know, a lot more than anyone would expect us to be able to deliver. We, you know, getting updates every week, big updates, you know, once a month easily. So, you know, certainly not lacking on content to play with. That's for sure. I think it's working really quite well at the moment. Say free nights. Free nights. Rest button, again, rest button. I think you know, it's something that we can do. We actually had a new command put in for to play with the run energy things. Look at that, load of Carol's leather tops that are coming in there. Yeah, to play with the run energy, so we can do different things with it. But we don't. I don't think people want resting, so I think that's where that's going to fall down. Yeah. But adding the Great Orb project, yeah, again, if people want it, we can do it. But is it a priority? I don't think it really is right now. I think there's a lot of other things we need to do first. But we certainly do similar things to that. Summoning, again, we do have some summoning stuff in the archive already. So we can sort of do a summoning light version if we wanted to. We've got a lot of the code there, a lot of the models. So there's an awful lot of stuff in there already. But again, is that a priority for the community? That's the question you've got to ask. I think a lot of people didn't want rest because it, well, two of those things, didn't want rest because it sort of, it diminished the whole purpose of agility, really. You know, what is the biggest priority? Well, next week we are going to be doing a survey to you where you can tell us what the biggest priority is for you guys. I think we've got an idea of what they are. So we'll do a poll, and you guys can tell us what your biggest priority is, and I would fully expect to see from that is that the biggest priority is going to be the trading solution. And this is not bad for 100, is it? Look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Hang on, no, 9 pieces in this one. This is really quite impressive. Yeah, making plenty of cash for this. Yeah, so we're talking about, yeah, the poll. So yeah, you'll get to vote in the poll to find out what's the most important thing for you guys, and you tell us what they are, and that's basically what we'll how we'll decide where we go forward from there. But I fully expect to see the trading solution be right at the top, Clan Wars, Bounty Hunter up there at the top as well. Probably achievement diaries, harder clue scrolls in there. You know, we'll see if we get, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 different ideas for you. Things to vote on, so you can sort of have an idea of what's most important to you, and we'll sort of take it from there. Really, see how things go. Right, 600. Wow! Now that is an impressive 100, I think. There, don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of Barrow's equipment. We've got a couple of med helms and a key as well. I think that's quite nice. Right, let us update this little bit down the bottom. Right, so we are 600 in, and I pressed the wrong keyboard again. Oh, I don't know, rubbish at that. Okay, so we got, there's no dark helms there, is there? No. We've got Torax, thingy. Right, okay. We have no Guthans in that one either. Do we have any Arims? No Arims. It's not Arims, is it? No. No Arims. We have a Torax helm, so that's our second Torax helm. A Torax body. And Torax weapons. Hammers. There we go. So we have a full set of Torax now as well. Look at that. We have our third flail. And we have a coif. So we've got a full set of carols. A couple more robe tops, that's 3 in total. Set of Carol's legs, that's 3 of those. A couple of med helms, that's 8 of those. And a key, so that's 11 keys. Boom. Right. There we go, you should see all that update down the bottom. So what are we missing? We haven't got any Derek's body or legs. Anything else we're missing? Anything else? So we've got to wait for a load of Aram stuff as well, aren't we? Yes, we need Aram's robe top, skirt and the staff. We're going to rubbish at those. We've got all the Torags, we've got all the Carols, and I think we're waiting for a Verax brassard and helm. So I better do another 100, see if we get them. Let's go. Let's go. We're off 605. Clickety 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 click, clickety 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 click. Any more questions coming in? Discuss the sailing skill. Would you like a sailing skill? Because I would like a sailing skill. I think there's a huge amount you could do with sailing. You could use your construction skill to build your boat, along with smithing to make different parts for it, and you could even sort of, customise your boat as well, so you have different sorts of balustrades and different cabins and that sort of thing, which would be quite amazing. And obviously you could sail your boat around different places. You could have PvP in your boats, so you could shoot cannons at each other. Obviously smithing becomes very valuable for that. And crafting for your cannonballs. Crafting for cannonballs? I can't remember. So you could do all that, and then you could even have PvP battles on the deck of your ship. So you could storm somebody else's ship and run on there and do proper person-to-person PvP on their ship, which would be quite exciting. And you could have yes, an addition to fishing as well, so you could do your own fishing trawler type things and do fishing in that way. And you could catch things like sprats and other small fish en masse. Which would be cool. That was not a bad one, was it? Nice couple there. What else could you do with sailing? You could have little sort of discovery type things. So around the coasts of Gillinor, you could have hidden discoveries that you need to make. You need to hunt them down and search for them, and you get loot from them, and famous points. You could even do trading as well. So you could have a trader at each port, and you have to buy things from one port, take them to another, and you can have a little economy going on, and you could trade items and shift them around, do that sort of thing. But there's a huge amount of stuff you can do with the sailing skill. I think you could have all sorts of things going on there. You could even have clan events on your boat, invite your friends onto your boat and push them off in the middle of the sea or something. Piracy type stuff. The amount of pirate equipment and jokes you could make would be huge. You'd have a huge amount of fun with that. Sailing has to go into game. I think that might be our big update for next week. We'll make sailing happen. But it would be amazing to have a sailing skill in game. I think that would be quite fantastic. And if you guys want it, boating could come along as well. You can name your boat into something typically risque, as many people will do, and you can have a huge amount of fun with that. I'd love to do a sailing skill. I think it'd be a huge amount of work, but I think that would be a massive boost for the game. That would be quite fantastic. Tell you what, this screen shaking all the time makes you feel sick after a while, doesn't it? Shake, 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 shake. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, a piece of RMs. We don't have much RMs. No, we don't. No, we don't. Dungeoneering to old school chaotics. Again, if people want them, we can do. I think dungeoneering would be a bit more of a challenge, but I don't necessarily think people do want dungeoneering in old school. And I think a lot of people have, actively said they don't want the chaotics either. So I don't think you're likely to see it. I mean, talk about dungeoneering though. There is something we can do with dungeoneering. One of the things that we sort of quite like to do is to make dungeons similar to dungeoneering, not to have a skill or what have you, but basically it's sort of a dungeon that works in the same sort of way, but it has, it scales to the amount of people that are in it. We don't limit you to 5 people, so you can invite 100 people into, you can see no dungeoneering being shouted through the chat. You can invite people, 100 people into your dungeon, and you'd have scalable bosses depending on how many people were in there. I mean, could you imagine running through with a clan of 100 people, seeing these mega bosses that you have to work together to kill, and some of them may well not be ones that you can kill normally. You have to build fires in corners of rooms, that sort of thing, and several of those to go through. I think that would be quite an amazing thing to do, 100-man dungeons, and that would be quite a exciting thing to go through. Make it a new minigame with XP. Yeah! But I think that would be quite cool. 100-man dungeons. It's like the mega instances you get in other games. Which is what I was saying earlier when we were talking about playing other games being really useful to come up with ideas and see how other people deal with the same issues in different games and deal with them. That would be quite fantastic. Ability to build your own charter ship, indeed. Somebody else wants my rotten potato. I can imagine why. It's almost like it's useful or something. Can you fix the Ring of Wealth? Yes, we can fix the Ring of Wealth. What would you like us to fix it to? Oh, I think. Oh no, one more to go, and then we're at 700. There we go, 700. So raids, yes, effectively raids. I think that'd be quite good. Do you realise that's plagiarism? What's plagiarism? Taking lots of people and sticking them into a room to kill a big boss. I don't think that's really plagiarism, is it? I think it's just the way things work. Okay, so we're 700 in. And let's update our little list down the bottom here. So what have we got? We have Arim skirt, another Carol skirt. We've got more of them than we know what to do with. Well, there's a couple of Arim's tops. Look at that, eh? I see we said we needed some Arims, and what did we get? Lots of Arims. Ah, yes. Right. Right, we can do this. Don't want to put it there, I want to put it there. Right, so we have no Darrick's. Oh no, we have Darrick's axe, don't we? I'm pressing the wrong keyboard again. Darrick's axe. We've got 2 Darrick's axes now. Let's go. We got Gutton's body, 4th one of those. We have 2 Arim's robe tops. We have an Arim skirt, so we're only missing the staff now for Arim. We know Thorax, but we do have a Carol skirt. That's our 4th one of those as well. And 2 keys. We didn't get any med helms that time. Bit disappointing. Never mind. We can live with that. Okay, so that's 13 keys in total. Hey, maybe that's what we should do. 1,000 crystal keys. What do you reckon? Do you get the same stuff out of the chest each time? I can't remember. So there's variety, isn't there? So 1,000 crystal keys. How does that sound? And in the meantime, while we're doing that, we will open up our little bank and pop it all in. Yoink, 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 yoink. Job done. Job done. Can you develop OSRS in Stellar Dawn? I don't quite understand what you mean. Maybe it's a Stellar Dawn engine. It doesn't quite work like that. Crystal keys are boring. Okay, well maybe we won't do that then. 1,000 bots banned. Oh, that's been an interesting one. I might do that. Have to hop onto one of our special worlds and do that maybe. Right, so where we are, 700 in. 700 in. I didn't change the 700 at the front of this, did I? No, that's rubbish. Rubbish forgetting stuff now. 700. There we go. Right. 700. So we need a Darrick's body and Darrick's legs still. We're missing those. Let's go get them. I'm going to get them in this 100. Yes, we are. I can tell we are. La 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 la. Oh, Thorax. Ooh, what Darrick's, not Thorax. La 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 da 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 da. Here we go. See, what did I say to you? I said this is what we need, and this is what we got. So it's all working well for us. Yes, it is. The RuneScape gods are smiling on us today. Do you suppose that the audio team can make the Matt K's theme? Well, do I have a theme? Is it the do 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 do? You can't do it when I'm thinking about it. I hum and whistle away like nobody's business. Drop the potato. It disappears if I drop the potato. 1,000 chewed bones. That's definitely what we're going to have to do. 1,000 chewed bones. I think that's a lot of people have asked for that. So, oops, don't want to kill you. I want to go pick something out of that. There we go. Yeah, so a lot of people have asked for chewed bones. We'll certainly be doing that one. Absolutely. What do you think about Zezma? Well, I've never met him in person, but I've spoken to him a few times over the internet, and yeah, he's a very nice guy. He's yeah. Like most of the players, really, it's quite interesting. You know, I've spoken to and seen thousands of players over the years, and you know, when you talk to people on a one-to-one basis or a small group, you know, everyone's really nice. It's, you know, when there's a lot of people who want to be very angry and show that they're very angry, then sometimes people aren't always as nice as they can be. But you know, on a more one-to-one basis, I've never had a problem with anyone. Everyone seems really quite nice, and more Darrick legs, you see. And it's lovely to meet people and talk to them. It's good fun. It's good fun. Firewatch corpses, I don't know. I don't know if they exist. I will have to check. Elite Void, you need something at pest control. Yeah, again, that's completely doable. What it would look like. The old knight, did I ever meet him? No, unfortunately, he passed away before I got a chance to speak to him. It was a bit of a shame. When will there be an anti-bot thing? Well, there is an anti-bot thing already. We have a couple of things in place. We have player watch, so we can see what people are doing. We also have some new technology we put in a few weeks ago, which basically identifies bots and moves them to some special servers, or we can monitor them much more closely. That seems to be working quite well at the moment. Still there, Guth and Spear. I think so. I saw somebody say that I was going to get Guth and Spear soon. So it seems to be working quite well. We need to roll it out over more areas and put a bit more sort of focus on it, really, but it's doing the job quite well at the moment. It can be better, but we need to sort of sit down and work out how and all that sort of stuff. But you know, things are moving in the right direction, which is good. I'm not seeing so many concerns about bots in game now. Obviously there are still some bots around in some areas, but we do need to sort of focus on it a bit more, I think. We'll have a chance to do that soon, which is great. Sort of questions coming in. Nothing huge. Nothing huge. Right, here we go. We've got 250-ish left. Let's get these done. We can see what we have at the end of it. What time is it? It is 20 past 10. It's practically tomorrow. It won't be long until it's way past my bedtime. Stealing creation, seriously. What would you like? Why would you like stealing creation? Would you like it because it had good rewards? Or would you like stealing creation because the graphics were nice? Or would you like stealing creation because it had good gameplay? Why would you like stealing creations? That is the question we need to answer, because if it is the rewards, we can put the rewards in almost anywhere. If it's the gameplay, we can do that. Graphics, not so much, but I don't think anybody actually played it for the graphics. Could be wrong, but I don't think so somehow. So if it was just enjoying the gameplay of it, then we could certainly make something similar along those lines with the same sort of gameplay. I think that the rewards would not be appreciated so much by the community, because the clay made getting XP a bit easier. The one thing we found with this community is that making easy XP is not not greatly wanted by the community, let's say. What else got? Any more good stuff coming? Any more good questions? I like the rewards, I like the gameplay, but I didn't like the pickpocket. No, Chriso didn't like the pickpocket either. Somebody went and stole his rotten potato from him. That was hilarious. Poor old Chriso, he never lived that down. That was funny. That was funny, that was. Get in there, nearly up to 800. Yes we are. Yes we are. Right, there we go, we're at 800. So let's update this bit down the bottom. What do we have in this lot? We have not doing too bad there, are we? Move around so I can see what we've got. Okay, so we have 2 Dark legs, yoink, and a Dark axe. We've got 3 axes now. Not bad going. Still got no Dark's bodies. What else we got? We've got Carol's top. We've got a Dark helm there as well, haven't we? Put that on. There's 3 Dark helms. Right, just keep going. Let's keep going. Guthan's bodies. That's 4 Guthan's bodies we've got now. 5 Guthan's bodies. There we go, 5 of those. And a Guthan spear. So we've now got 2 Guthan spears. And we didn't get any arrows from that, did we? We've got some Torag's legs. Torag's legs. And we got a Carol's top. Carol's top and a couple of D-meds. Always good to have a couple of D-meds. Right, there we go. Right, so that's the bit updated down the bottom. And open to bank, pop in the items. There we go, didn't get any keys either, I only got half keys from that lot. There we go, it's not looking too bad, it's not bad for a bank, is it? Bad for an hour and 24 minutes work. Right, so we've got 200 to go. We can do this, we can do this. You know, talking constantly for this amount of time. You certainly have a lot of respect for the streamers that go out there streaming, because they do this every day, all day, and it's not an easy thing to do, despite what some people think. I remember when I did a week of it down in when Party Hats came out. By the end of the week, it's absolutely knackered, because again, I expect the same for a lot of the streamers as well. They will have day jobs to go to, and they will go to their day jobs during the day, or go to school or college or what have you, and they come back at night and they do this. Oh, good. Look, oh, God. Verax helm. Is it just me, or is that like the brassard? Yeah, well. Yeah, so yeah, after a day doing whatever you do during the day, you come back and do this for a few hours each night. It's very hard work, so a lot of respect for these guys who do that. It is not an easy thing to do, especially the regularity they do it. I mean, I do it once a week, and obviously we do the Thursday Q&A as well, which is a different thing entirely. But you know, these guys who do it every night, respect to them. They certainly put the effort in. Absolutely. Right, let's crack on. Let's crack on. Let's get these done. Need to be up for work tomorrow morning at some point, so I need my beauty sleep. Otherwise, I'm not going to look my best for the stream for you guys tomorrow, which I'm sure you will disappoint you all. Oh, is Boaty kicking around in here? If he is, hello Boaty. Lovely to see you here. There's too many people talking, so I've got to keep an eye on the chat. It's a pain. Ah dear. It's all fun. All fun. Can we get bigger friends list? I don't know, actually. I don't know the answer. That's a good question for Ash tomorrow. He'll have a better insight in that than I will. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Skiller friendly armours. And that's an interesting idea. What would be a skiller friendly armour? What would you want it to do? Would it be armour or would it be clothing? It's an interesting concept. 43, 144. Look at this, so check out the runes we've got here. 220,000 mind runes. 55,000 death runes. 27,000 blood runes. That's a fair few runes, isn't it? Here we go. We're going. We can do it. That's it. Let's focus. Let's get this. Get to 900. Then we're nearly there. Focus, focus, focus. What else? Got any more questions coming in? Somebody saying we don't need gambling. It's perfectly correct. We don't need gambling. Poll for dungeoneering? Probably not. No, I don't think. I think, you know, we only want to poll things that have got a good chance of passing. There's no point us polling something which isn't. I don't think dungeoneering would pass, or even be close to it at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath about dungeoneering poll anytime soon. Skilling gear that increases the chances of getting extra herb from farming. Now that's an interesting idea, isn't it? Skilling equipment that you wear, herb farming outfits, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, go make a forum post about that and get some ideas together about what each outfit could do. That sounds like something which we could certainly use. When will the black chins be out? They should hopefully be out tomorrow. Yes, Thursday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. We're right in the final news post, and that looks like it's in it, so fingers crossed it should all go to plan. Poll for trap setting to finish off certain bosses. Now, that's an interesting idea. Turn hunter into a combat skill. Get more people doing it, I guess, wouldn't it? I always thought that agility should count towards your range defense as well, dodging out the way of arrows and things. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but I always felt that should be the case. Oh! Torag's plate body. I got one of those. We're still waiting for the Darrick's plate body and the Aram staff. I think the only two things we're missing so far. Oh, and Barrack's brassard. As it says, 3 things we're missing. 3 things. 883,000 GP. Right, here we go. Nearly at 900. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Boom, 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 boom. Bring the corporeal beast. Yes, absolutely. Would love to do that. Need to make sure we've got the artist in place before we do, but yes, no, absolutely would love to do the corporeal beast. That would be fantastic. So we're at 900. Let's have a look at what we have here now. We have a few other bits and bobs to do it. We have that. Well, there's different ones this time, aren't they? Oh no, those two are the same. Is that another Carol's leather top? Tons of those. Okay, so we have Darrick legs. Still waiting on Darrick's body, of course. We haven't got one of those yet. We've now got 3 of the legs. And we have Guthan's helm. Got loads of Guthans. We've got 4 helms, 5 bodies, a skirt and a couple of spears. Arims, we're still missing the staff of Arims. Torags, now we had Torags plate body here, didn't we? So that's 2 of those. So there we go, we've got all that. Right, we got Barrack's helm finally, and we have 4th flail, and the Carol's top, our 5th Carol's top. We then also have 1 Dragon Med, that's 11 Med helms, and then a couple of keys, that's 15 keys in total. Let's make my keys up. Make my keys up. Right, there we go. And then let's open the bank. There we go. Job done. Tons of stuff. Loads of loot. Brilliant. Right, 100 to go. So we are still waiting on the Aram staff. We're still waiting on the Varrock's brassard, and we're still waiting on Darrick's plate body, I think. Yes. So hopefully we'll get those in the next 100, and then that will have given us a set of everything. There we go. Right, let's do it. Let's get this last 100 done, and we're going to get all the loot that we're missing. Yes, we are. Because we know it. There we go, we can do this Fastest one ever. Dunk, dunk, dunk. What I will do tomorrow as well is I will take a screenshot of my bag and I'll stick it up on Facebook, as I've done with all of these guys. You guys seem to enjoy having a good look through what we got. Feel free, as I said before, for someone, if you want to cost it up on how much GP that actually is, and post it on the Facebook page. That would be more than helpful. That would be brilliant. So that's good. Also tomorrow, what we've got going on tomorrow, we've got our Q&A where there is Ash and John and Dan and myself. I'm not quite sure what we've got to show you. I think we've probably got a few more things about the Slayer bosses. What else have we been working on? I don't know, actually. It'll be interesting to see what we get in tomorrow's. Aram's hood. Oh yeah, we need an Aram's staff. Yeah, we still need Aram's staff, don't we? So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what we have tomorrow. That's what we're doing. Let's crack on. 1 in 30. Oh, it's disappointing. 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 MG apparently revealed that apparently some of the Solomon soft money goes to RS. I don't know about that, I'm afraid. I think someone's been listening to rumour. What's quite interesting though is we do an awful lot of advertising for Old School, and a lot of what's called performance advertising, where we target specific people that we're looking for. We're very targeted in what we do, which may be why you guys aren't seeing it, because you guys are already playing it. No point us targeting you with additional advertising. The Old School stuff gets a huge amount of click-throughs. It's very successful, and we do find that some people click on the Old School ads and come to RS3, play RS3, and buy lots of stuff on Solomon Store there. So interesting, I thought that was. I will go. So some people here have been here the entire time. Respect to you guys for hanging on down here for 2 hours. That's some staying power. We've got a med helm. This is a really dry one. This is, isn't it? Not doing very good. Castle Walls armor, level 1 defense. Can't remember, who did we speak to about that? We were talking about that. I can't remember what we came up with that, but there was something we were discussing with it, and there was a reason behind it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Nearly done. We have, is it 38 to go, and then we have the full 1,000. Who would have thought we would get this done, eh? Bank tabs, yeah, I'd love to do bank tabs. Ash has been working really hard on doing bank tabs, and hopefully we'll be able to poll it to you quite soon as well, because I think we've cracked the technical issues that we've had with it. 30 to go, 30 to go. So hopefully bank tabs will be polling soon. And I did hear rumour today that Mod Philip has might have got a fix done for the item switching, so we need to test that and have a look at that. So it might be a few early days to say it's fixed properly yet, but we need to test that, and then we need to sort of put it to you guys and let you guys test it, because you will have your own opinion on it, I'm sure. But hopefully that is the case, and it's perfect, but we have, like I said, we have to test it first. So there we go. When can we expect the Slayer drops polls? Next couple of days, tomorrow or Friday, depending on the feedback we get. If the feedback's quite good for the well, it's not necessarily quite good, but if the feedback's quite obvious on the thread that was posted today, then we'll stick the poll up tomorrow. If there's a bit of work that needs doing, then we'll probably delay it for a day and put it up Friday, but you'll have it to run over the weekend, and you can vote on that poll over the weekend. And then that's going to be a very short poll, because on Monday we're launching a survey for you guys, so you can tell us what's important to you, so in our next planning meeting we can make sure that there we go, all 1,000. And we finished with the Derek's plate body. There you go, it's not too bad, it's not too shabby. Right, so let's update this thing down the bottom. We have we have a Derek's plate body. There we go, we've got one of them now. We have Aram's hood. We have a couple of med helms and a couple of keys. Right. So there we go. Across the bottom is our final count of all the cool stuff that we got. There's obviously all the other items we got with it as well. So let's all whack it into the bank, and then we can have a look at what we've got. In fact, why don't I just put everything into the bank except for you? You don't want to go in the bank. I'll keep you. So let's put this together in some sort of order, shall we? No, don't be noob. Don't be noob. Oh, it's all going wrong. Okay, I'll put them next to each other. Okay, let's start with Guthan's. Guthan's legs. There we go. Then one of those. Then we're going to put whatever you are. Thorax. That's that one. Thorax legs. You, and set hammers. And let's then do this. We'll do some Derek's. Derek's next. Garrels. Yoink. Yoink. So where's Derek's legs gone? He's up there. Okay, so here we go. I think this pretty much shows it all, doesn't it? So what do we have? We have a complete set of Guthans, as you can see. Plenty of helmets and whatnot there. And a complete set of Thorags as well. So we're quite happy with those two. Arams we didn't get the staff for, but you can see what we got. 2 hoods, 2 robe tops and some robe skirts. We got a complete set of Derek's again, which is good, but only the one of the plate body. We've got 3 of everything else. We've got a complete set of Carol's, but again only 1 hood. We've got loads and loads of Carol's leather tops. We've got 5 of those, and 4 leather skirts. We didn't get a set of Varrock's. We're missing the brassard for that, but it's very low, isn't it? We've got one helm, 1 plate skirt, and 4 flails. 13 dragon med helms, so that's what 13 GP's worth of wealth. 17 crystal keys, left with a loop half key, so that was quite nicely even. 67,000 death runes, 102,000 chaos runes, 264,000 mind runes, just over 1 million GP, 30,000 bolt racks, and 32,000 blood runes. And that's what you get from 1,000 Barrow's chests. Might take you a little longer than it took me to do it, and I'm sure you would all like my potato, but you're not having it because it's mine, and I like my potato. It's my friend, I call it Peter, and it sits on my pillow when I go to sleep. And then just to say goodbye, I suppose we probably ought to do something a little different. Who shall we be? We've got anybody new on there? We haven't, have we? No, we will have to go for this chap then. There we go, Barrows with Kriara in it. Thank you for a lovely stream, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all tomorrow at 5 o'clock for our Q&A with Ash, Dan, myself and John. Follow me on Twitter at JagXMattK, and also feel free to follow the other old school guys at JagXJohnC, at JagXAsh and at JagXReach. We're all tweeting on there all the time. We have lots of behind the scenes stuff we put out on there as well, so do follow them. It's really quite cool. And we'll see you all later, and have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow.